Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. On today's exciting episode, we say farewell to a trusted, hard-working old friend. It's a decision I've not taken lightly because I've had to spend some money, but I think it's time for an improvement. Okay, after that dramatic intro, let's get cracking on. Just a quick disclaimer, I've not been sponsored by Peak Design and I'm not knocking Quadlock. They make great products. I've been using this for close to 2 years now. It hasn't really failed, but I just think it's time for an improvement. Before we take anything off and put it back on, let's just quickly have a look at the Quadlock system and why I am actually changing it. Okay, and here we are. Firstly, apologies for the poor lighting. It's like being in the back cave, but with even worse lighting. Nevertheless, so here we are. This is the Quadlock. I have the wireless charger on there as well, and what happens is you've got a wire right at the back that goes all the way to the Low Rider S's USB port. Where is it? Right, just over here. Now actually I want to show you guys this bit here. You can see how thick that is and how much of it sticks out. So let me quickly show you the setup as well. So you've obviously got the clamp that goes on your bars, you've got an arm that comes up, then you have anti-vibration mounts. This is a must. I mentioned this in one of my other videos during the Senegalia trip. I put a link up in the top. This is a must for all motorcycle riders, not just Harley-Davidson. And what that does is it dampens the vibrations quite a bit, so that is a must. And then we have the wireless charger on top. Quadlock works with that push system. You can just see it goes up and down, and I'll grab a case and show you. Okay, so I've got a case. There you go. That's the little slot system they have, and what you do is you sort of line it up. Now that's the point. That's one of the reasons why I want to change the system. It's trying to align it. Once you have aligned it, it goes in, and that's it. And that is on there. That's solid. All the time I've ridden the bike and all the journeys I've done, that has never failed. But you can see it's kind of an irritating bit just to try and get it aligned. Taking it off one-handed this way around is quite difficult, and I'm going to have to probably, yeah. So that's really difficult to get off one-handed. No, I'm going to put the camera down. Okay, so I've just lightly loosened that. Okay, so you can do it straight as well. This is a bit more easy. You can use both your hands and push it, and then it comes undone. Now, that's number 2 on my list of reasons why I'm changing it. Did you notice it hasn't popped back up? So sometimes this locks in place. There you go. Well, it's working now, but did you see? So what would happen is sometimes when you put it on there, it hasn't popped up. There you go. It's done it again. Just show you from the side. It hasn't clicked all the way up, and then if I nudge it, it has. I mean, I don't know if that's a product failure, if it's me, if it's dirty. I do clean this regularly, but there you go. Look, it's just done it again. So imagine you've done that thinking it's in place. Do you see? That was in place. So look, it's done it again. And if you thought, oh yeah, it's in place, you're riding, it could, in theory, come off. So there you go. The system works. It's a solid system, but it's just those little gripes, trying to get it in to align it and then making sure, and yeah, I've had enough of it. Now, point 3, I want to show you my case. Let me bring you over to the bike here. So I've had this case. This is from an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and what you'll notice is around the edges it starts peeling away. Apologies, it's not the cleanest case. I did try to clean it, but it starts coming away from the side of the edges. I've had to actually super glue that side. You can see it's just coming away, and that's sort of really ruin the experience, because what that does is, I'll show you what it does in terms of the phone when it's in there. Okay, apologies for all the smears and marks on the screen, but can you see that bulge? It just looks unsightly. I hate that. You can see there's like a bulge just where the screen is and where the case is. The camera's probably not picking up, but that really infuriates me. Okay, so what we're going to do about it? Well, we're going to change it over to Peak Design. Peak Design makes some fantastic products. If I try and go into it, it'll probably be a whole episode and series of video on bike. It's a rabbit hole. Go check their website out. And as I said, I'm not sponsored, but they make some fantastic gear. I do have one of their camera bag locks. I'll show you in a minute what it does. But so we're going to change over to their handlebar mount system. They do various other versions for your mirrors, stem bars. Do check their website out. Honestly, I'm not going to be doing it justice. But the system I've got is the wireless Qi charging with the handlebar mount, and I'll show you that in a minute. So this is my Krieger rucksack, and what we have is this setup here, which goes on your bag strap. Again, apologies for all the shadows and darkness. As I said, it is like the back cave in here. So what this does is you can put, this is obviously a mount for an action camera. You can take this out and put a DSLR mount on there, so you can actually hang your camera off your bag. Fantastic product. Do check their website out for more info. And again, these are all the goods we're changing over to. So we have the wireless charging mount system. We have a phone case for the iPhone Pro Max. So I've had to also buy separately the USB-A cable, because on the Softails, just over here, that's a USB-A, and what you get within this setup is a USB, I hope the camera picks up, is a USB-C. So I've had to buy that separately. In terms of price, these two cost me £170 odd. I actually got a discount on it, which was about £16 odd discount, but I've had to then go and buy that, which is £19 odd. So let's just say it's about, what, let's say £200 if you're having to buy the cable. These two on its own, this was discounted on the website. You are looking about £200 for that setup. Yes, it's a bit costly, but I'm really hoping this system they have works, but we'll come on to that. Okay, so I have unboxed everything. Apologies, I'd like to have done one of those unboxing videos, but I've only got two hands and no tripod, and it would have been really weird and awkward and shaky. But let's crack down onto it. So within the charging box itself, you get the charging mount with its little wire sticking out. We'll come on to that. You've got two cable ties. This piece will have to connect onto here, and I'll just show you that. It obviously says on there, read this, really dramatic and red, and we've got to do some sort of assembly on that. We'll get onto that. You get various different rubber gaps for the, well, depends on what type of handlebar you have, various measurements. We've got the case, which is MagSafe already. We've got the cable. Do you know what I'm gutted with though? They don't give you any extra of these cables with, if you buy the cable separately. These are really cool rubber cable ties. I like that. Hey, we've got a free sticker, we've got a tool to do all the wrenching with, and I've got two separate warranty cards, one's for the charger and one's for the case itself. You can pause it and have a read of that if you want. Now let's get cracking on. But straight out of the box, that's solid. That is all metal. Unlike the quad lock, this already has the rubber mounting system in place. That's the quick release system here, these buttons. Oh wow, that feels really nice and soft. Okay, this is looking good. That's the charging cable. Obviously the charging cable, they do this is a sort of waterproof system they have in place, and then that will connect to the other end, right over there, or I can show you a bit more closely here. It's that connection right there. Apologies if it's not picking up on the autofocus. Okay, so let's get cracking on with the install. I just wanted to quickly show you guys, all I've done is unscrewed the clamp section. This is something cool I want to show you guys. So what you have is, I think it's 15 degrees. There's these little notches you can turn the arm itself or even the head and then screw it in. So you have, there's movement, there's different angles you can play with. Harley-Davidson mount on the Low Rider S, I've gone with the 1 inch. Fits perfectly well. I've just sort of tested it now. That should be way more enough. Screws are really high quality. Let's try and get that out. There's a bit of thread locker in there as well. They're high, I mean, it really is high quality stuff here, guys. I'm liking this. Okay, next we'll put that one there. Okay guys, so that little H tab, all you do is you pull off a basically there's a sticker underneath. All you do is you take that off, push it down, and there's a click. You hold it in place for a few seconds and it's done. You can actually see, I'm hoping that that's the latching system there. So all I'm doing is one finger press on the side. Okay, next step, I think it's time to say goodbye to this dude. And all it is just one Allen key right in the top there. Unplug it. One thing I did is I've got a fashion supply handlebar bag, and I've used, again, apologies for the lighting, I've used some of the straps on there to help me out with the extra cable length. Right at the bottom you could probably see it, and then that runs all the way down. So all I need to do is one Allen key, remove the cables, and it's off. Okay, before anyone leaves a comment below, no, I'm not a drug dealer. I just wanted to do something in the name of science, and that is, yeah, I mean, let's make it a science show. I wanted to see what the difference is in terms of weight between the two different systems. So that's quad lock system, okay, and cable, and what do we have? 217 grams, okay. There you go, 223. Please do note the Peak design is all metal and quad lock is a composite plastic key, whatever material they've used. You can buy the Pro version, which is all metal. That's the quad lock case. And that's the Peak design version. Okay, so I've done the charging cable. Again, I've used Fashion Supplies saddlebag straps just to hold some of that in place. I've just wound it around a couple of times. It's not super long cable again, and then it comes down all the way to the USB port here. Okay, let's get the clamp on. That is installed. Honestly guys, I wish I could have somehow put the camera somewhere and showed you, but it's literally running the cable up from your USB port, power source, whatever it is, and one screw here, one screw on the back, and that is it, and that is in there. And you can actually see the anti-vibration mat working there. What I've done is I've routed the cable, and I've used those nice rubbery bands just to keep that watertight bit snug here. Otherwise it's kind of sort of playing around and loose on the back there. I might change that, but just for the time being that's all working as it is. Now let's get the case and see how that works. Truth, let's see how good this system is. So I've just got the case without the foam just for the time being. No way, that's it. That's it. No way. That is in. And one-handed off. You guys saw how much I struggled earlier. No way. Where you been, man, all my life? That is fantastic. and you can see that's the anti-vibration. Let me show you from the other side. That's the anti-vibration system working away. This is bolted on solid to the handlebar mount, so that's not moving. It's that head section. I do need to tighten it a bit more, but you can see the anti-vibration system working away there, and it's just off like that. Wow, I can't believe how easy that is. Okay, I just want to try that with the phone because there's a bit of weight on there, and this is how easy it is. That's it. That is super easy. I love that. I love that to bits. That is fantastic. Okay, just got to finish it up and it's done. I've just done final position. I've sat on the bike, I put the phone on there, and it's perfect. Honestly, it really is perfect. It is definitely an improvement over quad lock. As I said before, I'm not knocking quad lock, but there is a big difference when it comes to ease of use. I've been playing around with it for a while now. Fantastic bit of kit. I love how it's just one button, so you can either use, there's buttons on either side, you can just use whichever button, and you can see it just releases those latches. You can have it either way. You can twist this round so that back cable's on that side. You can move all of that around. I'm super happy with it. It was definitely worth the upgrade. Wow, I wish I'd done it sooner. Okay, so I'm super happy with that. I think the ultimate test will be, we'll take it out for a ride, but you've probably heard it and seen it, it's raining like anything. I would have done the install outside, but it's bucketing down. Typical British weather. I think the ultimate test will be, on a ride. Let's see how it does. I'll definitely do an update on it. And also let's see how the case fares up, because quad lock started peeling away on the sides, on the inside. But I'm super happy. Good choice. I'm super happy. Yes, I spent a bit of money on it, but I think it was worth it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. It goes without saying, if you've liked it, do a thumbs up, do subscribe, do leave a comment. Let me know if you guys are using Peak Design and what you thought about it. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Looks like I'm doing a horror show with that lighting. Dark dingy, and you've got a light shining right on my face.